Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. You know, we've been promoting books for a long time now, and we've been involved with the Marion County Literacy Council for 4 years now. And I think part of at the core of us is we understand the importance of reading, and the importance of reading probably starts with being read to when you were a child. And I have such fond memories of my son being a little guy and just sitting with him, or in most cases lying down on the bed and reading a book that I was holding over our faces. And certain stories really hit harder than other stories. Harder meaning in a good way. I don't know if hit harder sounded bad, but because I think a good story not only is enchanting, but also ends with some kind of a message.
Yeah.
So many of the Bible stories do that, but the Bible in and of itself isn't exactly the best bedtime reading material for children. Sometimes you need to kind of paraphrase it or rephrase it if you're trying to read from the Bible to a child. Well, Diane Stortz has done that for you, and she's done it really well. And the book that we're going to introduce you to right now is beautiful. It's called Words to Dream On, Bedtime Bible Stories and Prayers. Diane has a list of credentials, including being a former editorial director whose heart's desire is to tell the next generation about the glorious deeds of the Lord. I'm reading that from the promo material. Diane Stortz. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. What a great book you have sent to us to review and to talk about and written. Where are you right now?
I live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Well, thank you for being on the air. This must have taken some time. I mean, you did what we all try to do. When you try to tell a child a Bible story, you have to paraphrase. Otherwise, they're not going to get it if you read it like straight from King James.
Well, that's definitely true. The Bible was written for adults, but there are aspects of the Bible and many of the stories that help children get to know God and all of his wonderful attributes. And so those are the things that we focus on in the book.
And I love how at the end of every story you have a bedtime blessing.
Yeah, I learned about blessings from the book The Blessing. I think it was written by Gary Smalley and John Trent. And a blessing is a statement of affirming worth and a good future and a commitment to be there to help see that come true. And so I took that idea and created a blessing that is really about God and what he's doing in the child's life, or what he has promised to do as the child grows. So those are all part of each of the stories.
And you always show your stories with kindness. It is really, really phenomenal, because children will relate to kindness, and thereby when they grow up, they'll be able to be kind to others. I think that's a very great attribute for humans to have.
Well, definitely. I did try to write each of the stories with kind of a an old-fashioned bedtimey, once upon a time kind of feel, and yet be very, very true to the scripture. That was my goal in all of the stories, and then to focus each of the stories on one of God's wonderful attributes: his power, his care, his protection, his plan, that sort of thing.
Have you had any feedback from the children and the parents about the book yet?
Yes, I have. I've received numerous comments on Facebook and some wonderful reviews online. But personally, a young woman here in town happened to win a copy of the book through one of the giveaways that I did on my blog. And she came to the house to pick it up, and then she wrote me a month or so later and told me what a wonderful thing it has been for her and her 4-year-old daughter to go through the book together. And she said, "I wish I had done this with my boys when they were young." So that was great. And at a book signing a couple of weekends ago, a mom and a young son wandered into the store and I caught their eye and showed them the book, and the little boy's eyes just lit up when he saw it. And
I
that
bet.
was wonderful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book. The illustrations are outstanding as well. Is it Diane Lefebvre that we could give credit to for the illustrations?
Yes, she's a young French woman. She lives in France. I've not met her. The publisher selected her, but she was a wonderful choice. She has a background in animation, and that shows up in the illustrations. They're not cartoony. The details are quite realistic. The colors are rich, and there's so much detail. There's just so much to look at.
Did she work on the Moses movie? Because those illustrations really remind me of that movie.
I don't know. I'm not aware of that if she did. But, artists draw inspiration from a lot of different places, so it's possible that she saw it if she didn't work on it.
Do you know, when we go through tough times, it's tough. And when a child, like let's say if somebody dies in the family, or even if a pet dies, there's questions about that, and there's this healing that needs to take place. And some of the stories will kind of give a way to open up the discussion, I think, about at least what is believed about what happens to us when we die. The Lazarus story is one that I've never really understood even as an adult, because I didn't understand why he was raised from the dead. Except that Jesus just wanted to. It just happened to want to. But I'm guessing there was a reason for us to understand that story. Maybe so we could say that could be us one day.
To believe.
Humans. Well, you certainly have done a great job with this. But this is not your first book. Are all of your books like this?
Well, I don't know. I wrote the Sweetest Story Bible, which was published by Zonder Kids. And that story Bible is aimed at little girls, so it's all pink and glittery. And I did try to, use the same approach, think about the girls who would be reading and what would be appropriate for them. There's a new toddler version of that book, a board book version.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Those are the main ones.
And when you write a book like this, once the children begin to read, they want something to read out loud to their younger siblings, and this is what you provided for them, because you're not only helping them know Jesus and this wonderful world, but you're also allowing them to give back by reading to their younger sibling as well, while enjoying to read.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea, and I'm sure that is happening. I've received photographs of children reading the book. I haven't seen any of them reading to a sibling, but I'll bet that is happening, and that's a wonderful idea.
Just call it my own curiosity, but whenever I speak to an author, I always look for the picture of the author. This is the first time I found the picture in cartoon form.
Yeah, actually, it's the second time that has happened. I did a book called Rumble Zap Pow, and the artist did a little cartoony picture of me as well. Yeah, I'm not sure that's what I look like, but it's close enough.
This is really a beautiful book. The book is called Words to Dream On. This is a hardcover book. It is wonderfully illustrated, beautifully written, and you can have the copy that was sent to me. If you call me right now and ask for it, it'll be waiting for you here at the studio. The number is 622-9622. And before we run out of time, I want to make sure that Diane gets a chance to tell us how we can buy the book. You have a website of your own, and then I'm guessing Amazon. Is that right?
Yes, it's available online anywhere, and any bookstore can order it. I don't sell it on my website, but there are links there to a variety of places where it can be purchased. Okay, and your website is your name, Diane, S-T... It's Diane. Correct? Yes. Okay. Diane Stortz, STORTZ.com. Got it. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on the air with us, and definitely come back anytime. If you're ever in Florida, come into the studio. We'd love to have you here and talk about your other work. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. We will take a little break, and we'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
My name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine at A Better You Healthcare's Pokin' for the People Community Acupuncture. Join us every Monday at 4 p.m. for a relaxing and therapeutic community acupuncture session with like-minded, health-conscious individuals from our community. Pricing is only $35. Group sessions involve yoga breathing and acupuncture for the benefit of stress, anxiety, and depression. Unwind and start your week off right.
Fox News Radio, I'm Joe Chiaro. They'll be broadening the search for that missing Malaysia jetliner if it's not found by May.
We'll extend north, south, east and west.
Malaysian Transport Minister Loh T. Young Lai.
If the aircraft is not found within the current 60,000 square kilometer search area, we have collectively decided to extend the search by an additional 60,000 square kilometer.
The plane went missing over a year ago with 239 people on board. It's day one of waking up in prison.
We all agreed that there was evidence of the extreme atrocity. One
of the jurors sending former New England Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez to prison with no chance of parole. Hernandez killed Odin Lloyd in 2013. Unemployment applications up 12,000 last week. New housing starts last month fell 2.5% from a year earlier. Fox News, we report, you decide.
You're running your business, and we at Wix.com know things can get stressful. But creating your website doesn't have to be. With Wix, you can create a professional website all by yourself. It's easy and free. You don't have to be a programmer. Just drag and drop everything into place. It's your website, your style. Show the world what you can do. Go to Wix.com and create your own stunning website today. It's easy and free.
And now another golf confessional brought to you by Golfsmith. A man said he recently informed his wife he's going to start waxing his chest. Only because the waxing place is right near Golfsmith and trade-in days are almost over. When you trade in your old clubs, you get a 50% bonus towards new ones. He's got a lot of clubs to trade in, so he's going to wax his chest, eyebrows, back, and, well, trade-in days at Golfsmith is in its final days, so hurry in. Golfsmith, anything for golf.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to